Hi guys, I've decided to use this pattern called Snail on this page. How I'm going to do it, I don't rightly know, but I am. So we're going to look at it. It looks like this. She doesn't exactly show you how to draw this. She shows you this, then this. And then this one she kind of shows how you would draw it, but I guess I'm assuming you would come up and around and around and around and then down to there. All is one sort of movement. So I'm assuming that's what you do. So it would be up, up and around, 2, 3, and then back to here. I could do that in the middle of these. Those would be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to make like a dot in the middle of there, and I'm going to make it go five. I think 5 on that one. And 4 on that one. And then maybe we'll add some dots. Add some of these dots, like the ones from the cover. And we'll do I don't know. We'll glue some things on there. We'll think about it. Let's draw first. Let's draw first. What color do we want to draw in? Do we want to draw in the black, or do we want to draw in some other color? What does the gray... Where's my other scrap piece of paper? I have another one of these that's a scrap. That's this. No, that is that color. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Let me think. Yeah, let's do it in that. Kind of subtle. Because that would look good in there. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Step 1. Let's zoom in a little bit. We are going to go from here up and around and around and around and down like that. Up and around and around and around and down like that. Up and around and around and down like that. Up and around and around and down like that. That works, doesn't it? Absolutely it does. And then we're going to do the rounding. Here. And I'm going to make that thicker right there. Do I want to make that more prominent? I think so. I actually think I need to draw this line again. I think I need to make that line a little thicker. And in order to do that, we'd just draw it over again. That's better. I can see that better than this. Let's do a little rounding down there too. Like that. Like that. All right, so let's talk about something. Let's talk about one of these memories cards. Have you ever gotten super lost and what happened? Have I been lost? Absolutely. Well, there was a time we were driving, and of course we were following Google Maps, and then all of a sudden the street was a dead end. It didn't actually go anywhere. I'm glad that it was just simply a dead end and not something worse. You guys heard about that? There's a lawsuit. Somebody's suing Google and Google Maps because they drove off a closed bridge. Because the bridge was closed and they didn't know it, and they were following Google Maps, and Google Maps didn't have it as a closed bridge, which, you know, it's like, well, but that's not Google Maps' fault. But at the same time, I guess the bridge had been closed for like years, so it should have been on the Google Maps that it was not a viable way to go. And I guess it was dark, and the landowner, whoever that was, whether it was a township or a city or a private land, did not have any kind of barricades across it, and so this person just drove right into the river. Anyway, my story is not like that, thank God. But Google wasn't telling us any other way to get out of where we were. We were like stuck. I don't remember if the highway was closed, and so we were trying to find another way around. I don't remember exactly why we were in the situation we were in, but it turned out to be not a good situation. We finally managed to get ourselves out of it. Somebody else in the group turned on Waze, and Waze had a different route. Google just didn't want to tell us anything. So it was a good thing we had alternatives. What would we have done? What would people do without Google and Google Maps or Waze or any other navigational system on their phone? I remember Thomas guides and paper maps, and they were awful. Absolutely awful. They were fine in a in a rural area where roads don't change much over time. But if you are in a big city, especially a rapidly growing city, ours was in the late 80s, early 90s, our city was a rapidly growing city, and streets were changing like, it seemed like daily. They were changing all the time. And for the longest time on a regular Thomas guide or paper map, not only was our street not there, our little street, but like the main street wasn't there. The whole area was just showed as a field. It didn't exist. And so when you tried to tell somebody how to use maps to get to our house, it was quite confusing. I'm gonna embellish that a little bit more, but let me do this one first. I'm not sure I like what's going on with this color. Let's do the dark green. Let's do the green. That's fun. It's a fun pattern. We're going to do a little rounding. This pen is better. I'm happier with it. Just like that. Little rounding here. Little rounding here. Oh, the most lost I think we've ever been at, we in high school. I remember this. This has just come into my brain. My friends and I, we were on a European tour, and we finally got to somewhere where we felt much safer using public transport because we could read the language. Language barriers. Am I right or am I right? Anyway, we'd managed to get through as a group. We had tour guides most of the time, and for the most part, our smaller group of friends within the larger tour, we kind of much stuck with the tour group or the leaders because we felt, we were young. We were in high school, so 16, 17, we were young. We were inexperienced with European travel. We were inexperienced with public transport because here in Southern California, back then it didn't exist really at all. You could take a bus, but there was no trains, that's for sure. None of us had any idea what we were doing on a train. So we let the teachers just tell us where to go. And we just followed the tour. So when we had time off, we would just usually walk somewhere from our hotel or hostel or wherever we were staying. We would not venture far from places, especially when we were in cities like Rome. I'm just going to start embellishing now. You know, young teenage girls alone in a strange city. No, just no. We just didn't do it. But when we got to the end of our tour, we started in Italy, worked our way up through Switzerland, through France, hit Germany, France. Trying to remember. Yeah. Italy, Switzerland, Germany, France, and then England. And once we were in England, we felt a little safer just because we could understand the language better. So we ventured forth, and this is not the right color. That's blue. I didn't use the blue. I used the gray. Let's try again. Yeah, we ventured forth and did a day on our own, and we had a great time. We really did. And it was time to go back, and we had taken the tube. To get where we were going. So we thought, okay, we'll just take the tube back. And we got on the platform, and there was 2 rail lines, parallel. And we knew we had to go, I don't remember if it was east or west or north or south, but we knew we had to go that way. That way. Got on the tube went this way. Went the wrong direction. So I thought, okay, we got on the wrong one. There were 2. We had come down the middle of the platform. Two train tracks. We had walked down the middle of the platform. We got on this one. Thought it was going to go that way. It went that way. So at the next stop, we got off, went across the platform, got on this one. Thought, surely, if this train is going this way, then this one must go that way. No, it went the same direction. We don't know. We got off. We started to panic because now we were getting further afield than where we were supposed to be. Got out. All pooled our money together. Got a taxi. And then got yelled at because we were late for the event that we had tickets for. Our teachers were wondering where the heck we'd been. They were worried about us. Never again did we veer far from the teachers because it didn't work out well for us. I'm not sure we were exactly technically lost. They just couldn't find us. But at least we were in a city where we could talk to somebody and say, could we just get a taxi to the Shakespeare Theater where we're supposed to be meeting our teachers? That worked very well. But it was an experience that I don't want to follow again. I feel like it needs. I like what's happening there. That it shows through the middle part. Shows through there. My pages are not quite the same size. Did I make it too big? I think I did. It's sticking out too much over here. but it needs to be more there. I'm going to cut off a little bit on this end. Just because. There we go. Okay, I think I want like a half a one here. So let's do that with a third color. Let's do it with the red. I'm going to, like that. Something like that, but this has to come out like that. Okay. Red. Like that. Okay, I need to erase the pencil part because that's gonna confuse me. Hopefully it's not gonna smear. No smearing, no smudging. No smearing, no smudging. Okay. Okay. So now we want a little bit of rounding. That. A little bit of rounding here. That. A little bit of something coming up here and a little bit of this coming this way. Let's do a second one. Like that. And then in here we're going to do like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I like that. What are we going to call it's called Sneil. Where do I want them? What color do I want? This one. Okay, that is today's pattern called Sneil. Bellini Light. Almost finished with her first box of cards. Here's what it will look like with the other page on top. Very cool. I am happy with how that turned out. All right, you guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video. I am cooked. Not sure I'm going to stay out here much longer, but I really want to play some more. What do I want to do? I want to play some more. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, you guys have a blessed day. I will see you on the next video. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place, one person at a time. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.